Hi, we're here with Eoin Colfer, internationally known for awesome, awesome works. Exceptionally funny person too. And you gotta have a story about maybe once upon a time of an encounter with a fan that just sort of sticks out for you.
I've got a few stories. I started getting emails from this guy that said, "I've read the Artemis Fowl books. It's all true, so we have to kill you." And I was like, "This is not funny." This guy kept sending me emails, and the last one I got from him was, "We're going to kill you in New York." I was quite worried.
Telling you where.
And so I was going to New York, and after the reading, I think it was in Union Square, there was a queue for signs, and the one guy had his hood up. So the security guy said, "Take your hood. You got to take your hood down." And he said, "No, I can't take my hood down." And they made him take it down, and he had makeup on, kind of like an elf. And he said, "No, no, I'm the guy who's sending the threatening emails." Like that was going to make them let him go. And he said, "Listen, I know it's a bit weird, but I heard there might be a movie, and I'm an actor, and this is my way of auditioning." And he said, "I understand if you never want to hear from me again." So I said, "I never want to hear from you again. I hope you understand." It's
Oh
so
my.
weird to think that this is the right way to do it, to threaten to kill someone.
Oh my goodness. So by him spooking you, he actually thought that he was gonna, impress you and win you over.
I'm still spooked by that guy. Obviously, it is now 10 years later, and they haven't made the movie yet. So he's not definitely out of the picture. It's still possible.
It's still possible right there. And do you have sort of, I mean, do you notice any regional differences between fans sort of in the UK compared to America, compared to your work? I mean, your books are so popular all over the place. Do people own them differently?
I find that in America, the kids are very confident, and they're very friendly, and they want to ask. They don't mind asking questions. Sometimes in Europe, people are over polite, and so at the end, when you say, "Are there any questions?" they just literally sit there, and you can see in their face they really want to ask a question, but they're too polite or reserved. But in America, then you don't really get that. You get it, and it's not a cheeky thing. It's not a cocky thing. It's everyone is friendly, and Ireland is different. Ireland is very much about sarcasm, and it's very much about letting you know that you're not a big shot. So they will ask a few questions to soften you up. Um, for example, do you write kids books because you can't write adult books? And it's stuff like that. How does your mother feel about you writing kids books? It's really kind of it's pointed stuff, and I really like that because it's so funny and everyone gets a laugh out of it. I'm one of those people who, if I'm doing a show or a reading and somebody's phone goes, I love that because it's a way into the audience. You can tease them, but you don't usually get questions like that in the States, and especially somewhere like Texas, where all the kids are so well mannered and they call you sir all the time, and you feel great. You come out of Texas and you feel 100 feet high, 100 feet tall. So I love going down to Austin or Houston or Dallas, and because the kids are so well mannered. You go to South America, and it's a little more heated. Everybody is very excited to see you because maybe they haven't seen an author from Ireland before. So I remember I went to the book fair in Sao Paulo, which is the biggest book fair in South America, and they had like 5,000 kids in a hall to see me, and it didn't really matter who I was. It was just a writer. So we were going in the hall. We went in the wrong door, so we went in at the back of the hall instead, where the signing table was, instead of at the stage end. And these kids just sniffed Irish blood, They just turned around and they just ran. They just all ran at me. And I was behind the writer's table, and we were getting. I thought I'm going to be cut in half by a table. What a way to go! I thought I would at least be in a duel with 7 people. No, I'm going to be cut in half by a table. But luckily, the security guy pulled me out. And you would think a moment like that, it would feel a bit rock star like, but it just actually felt terrible. And also, they didn't. When I was introduced later to them, they kind of went, "Who is that guy? I don't. Where is this the guy we're here to see?
Who are we killing?
Yeah, who are we killing here? I don't even know who we're killing." So it is different in different places. But I think once you get through that initial awkwardness or shyness, kids warm up very quick. And once kids warm up, then they're the same all over the world.